Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skulk, continuing the story of Winds of Change. The like button. The prisoner looked up, surprised to see a different face, yet within him was still a lowly, dwindling hope. Cut off from the rebellion, these would be his final days.
So, someone different has finally come. What are you, the executioner or something? I figured it was only a matter of time.
Actually, Sovi said to keep you alive. You seem to underestimate your value, Shane.
You think I'm important? That's not what I expected to hear.
Don't take it the wrong way. You must not know what I meant.
He knelt down in front of the prisoner. With a sinister smirk, he tried to intimidate Shane.
You're important as a bargaining chip. And the fact I must keep you alive is a curse. When I'm through with you, you'll beg for death. You see, I'm different from Sovi. He's past the bar. They no longer need to test him. But I'm in the position where results must happen. When we give you back, you'll be a broken man. And soon after, the foundation of the rebellion will crumble. You think we don't know that Damek is your leader?
What?
Shane's eyes shot wide open in utter shock. It seems that Helen's threat worked a great effect.
You'd be stupid not to think we have inside men. I could order Damek's execution in a matter of seconds. You don't value your life, but you value his. Good. Now, I expect you to answer my questions. The Blade of Exodus, is it in Valinor Village? And the one who can wield it, do they live there as well?
What? No, come back. We want the story. Well, I guess we'll have to find out ourselves. By the time we catch up with Ulrich, it's already too late. His large blade is in deadlock with one of the enemy soldiers. Valisa draws her daggers, and I hold out my sword, ready.
We order you to cease your resistance! Those who support the rebellion must perish!
To break the deadlock, Ulrich kicks his opponent in the gut. They stumble back and ready their blades with a flourish. It isn't much longer until they charge towards him again.
Valessa, your dagger!
Ulrich jumps out of the way and rolls towards us. Landing on his knees, he pries one of the daggers from her grip. Without even looking, he throws it behind himself. He closes his eyes and looks down at the ground. When he hears the impact of the dagger, his ears fold back. For a moment, it looks like he's actually sad.
Spirits, please forgive my misdeeds. I acted only to protect those under my watch.
Ulrich cares about the spirits? For some reason, I didn't expect that. But before I can think about this further, something happens. Catching Valisa and I off guard, we're in complete disbelief.
Huh?
He notices the shocked expression on both of our faces. Rising to his feet, it's not long before he wears the same look. The enemy soldier fell, as expected, but there was nothing inside. Scattered pieces of armor litter the ground. Enchanted armor. Ooh! As we process this revelation, confusion soon assails us. This was no ordinary attack. What we just saw was impossible.
What's going on? Ulrich, what are those things?
I don't know. Come closer, you two. This doesn't feel right. Empty suits of armor with a hatred for the rebellion?
Only those who've mastered the spirits could do this. I'm afraid this is much larger than we thought.
But that can't be true. The spirits are pure. They aid us.
Yeah, sure looks like they wanted to help. That's not my only concern, though. Look at this.
She scoffs at the steps towards the helmet. Kneeling down, she pulls her dagger out of it.
Do you recognize these colors, Ulrich?
No, why would I?
Gold and white. The triumvirate standard. I would have never made such a deduction, but only they could wield the spirits in this fashion.
Wait, what's the triumvirate? Why would they do such a thing? I'll ask about them.
Our supposed protectors. Some even the creators of Alestia. I have no idea why they'd want to do this to us.
Wouldn't be the first time they attempted occupation. They hinted that the rebellion was involved here. Alessa, do you know anything about that?
I don't. So much has changed lately. With our last elder gone, Miles has been in charge. Maybe he has something to...
It's worth a shot. We should see if he's alive. Protecting you is my goal, but now I want answers. If anyone knows about this, it would be him.
There was always lines of 3, so when she read the final line, at least I thought she read the final line, I clicked. I skipped something. I'm so sorry. Replay?
It's worth a shot.
Oh.
We should see if...
To the elder's house, then.
Well, crap. Wait, history. Lisa. I don't. So much has changed lately. With our elders gone, Melis has been in charge. Maybe he has something to tell us. Are you sure I didn't miss anything there? Alright.
Yeah.
I follow after Velisa and Ulrich. We walk along the circular road surrounding the water tank. I make note of it for later. It might help us out in the... It might help put out the flames. More suits of armor litter the ground. There's so many of them. It makes me feel a bit hopeful, like we stood a chance. The village wasn't defenseless, and this was proof.
Aren't you glad we waited now? If we rushed in head first, we'd be dead.
Then where are the villagers' bodies? I only see the suits of armor laying around.
That is true. Good observation. Well, knowing that the suits of armor and stuff like that, and magic and spirits and like that, did they warp them away? Did they... I don't know. Prison? Taking them to a prison area? I don't know. We'll find out. I hope. That was a good question, actually. No blood, no signs of major struggle. Only the fire and the glistening of the white armor.
That's a good sign. Then they won and fled to safety. Are there any havens in Valinor?
I'd say the elder's house and the Grand Tree. Fire may not have reached either yet.
That's a cute smile. It's a very cute smile.
Wait. How many people can fit in the Grand Tree?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Hundreds. Easily.
Oh. How big is this grand tree? The biggest tree I've ever seen probably could fit like maybe 8 if you sardine can them. It's just like if the tree was hollow, that's true. But of course, no. That's talking about a big redwood. I know baobabs are pretty wide and thick, but that's also they're hollowed out. I wonder what the biggest, thickest tree is. That'd be actually interesting to look up sometime.
Not as good of a sign as I thought. The enemy could be trying to round everyone up. Put them all in one place before killing them.
That's dirty.
But it works. We still don't know what they're after. It can't be genocide. It must be something else. Does Valinor have anything the Triumvirate would want? Did the change in leadership bring anything with it?
Like I said, we'd have to talk to Milas. But I doubt he'd be at the Grand Tree.
They look at each other. And then they look at me. Oh my god! No. Sorry about that. I could tell that Lisa was pushing us towards Milas. But that's because she knew it was a vision.
But what if there are people in the Grand Tree? Is Milas more important than all of them? It would be cold to let everyone die.
Says the man who said everyone else is expendable. You said that.
Ulrich, this is larger than Valenorth. Especially if it involves the rebellion. Information could save entire villages.
I don't like what you're suggesting.
Like it's any better than what you suggested? Using the people as pawns to buy us time? How is this any different?
Exactly! They fume at each other, but realize it's a stupid argument. That's actually really nice, that even if in an argument, you guys, the two that are arguing, if they can come to a realization going, is this even worth fighting over? Is this even worth our time? In the midst of this battle, nothing was so black and white. Though I find it odd that Ulrich switched viewpoints so fast.
This is a matter of Valenorth's future. Such things are under the jurisdiction of the Seer. I stand by his side, and you stand by both of ours. That is, unless you want to abandon your job. But that wouldn't look good on your perfect record.
I guess you can fight dirty too. I don't like this, but you have me by the throat. I can only hope that you make the right choice.
He stares at me with a serious look in his face. On his face. Talk about putting me on the spot. But if this was my role, I had to fill the shoes.
What are we going to do?
Focus on lives. Go for the Grand Tree. Focus on information. Go after Milas. I'm saving for the sake that just in case. I mean, I don't want to just try to find the right path. But sometimes stories, like the last one I posted, which was by Moonlight, it was just a charming little story. Nothing too big. But now when you made the decision and then instantly everything just fell apart and you died. Just mainly you died. Not everything fell apart. I mean, you just died. But anyways. I would like to go for people. Lives. Information is very helpful. Lives. Vision or not, I couldn't let all those people die. It was my duty to save as many people as possible.
Good to know we're on the same page. Milas can't be the only one with information.
Are you sure about this? Remember what we talked about.
I nodded, and related my stance on the matter. Nothing was more important than saving innocent lives. All the better if some of them had important information. We changed our course and head to the Grand Tree. It didn't feel good to abandon Milas, but we had to. This was real. I'd use the future to cheat the present. In the present day, Damek found himself lost in thought. Using the tunnels under Mezo for solitude, he found peace. There's much to plan, but for once, they had the upper hand.
Valenorth, the Blade of Exodus. There must be something the spirits aren't telling us. Something we could use to take down the Triumvirate. When I touched the blade, I saw our victory, but I'm not trained to interpret such things. I pray for the cooperation of Valinor.
One of his advisors approaches, careful not to startle him. When he realizes he's detected, he lets out a soft yawn.
Another one of those sleepless nights, Damek? I can't blame you. It's been the same with me. Did I hear you say something about Valinor?
Yeah, I was thinking out loud. In Valinor, there's a person who can peer into the future. That's why I had Pro bring the blade there last week.
I'm aware of their culture, but their seers use spirits, not a blade. Do you think it will be that easy?
Worth the gamble, isn't it? It's not my place to wield knowledge of the future. But the seers are experts, conditioned from birth.
Really?
Pro has sent word that the current seer is male. His investigation is progressing slower than I'd like. We need to pick up the pace, and fast. Now that they have the blade, they're a target. The Triumvirate is likely planning their attack as we speak. That's why I've decided to send an experienced fighter.
Also, I just want to say, I'm sure you guys noticed too, but the portrait keeps flickering over to... what's her name? Every time. It's like every one of these new conversations is covering over her face.
I guess that's me.
I've had the mayor of Mazio write up a decree. It will allow you entry and the ability to complete what Pro started. On paper, and to everyone else, it's a simple export. Only Milas knows the importance of this blade. All you have to do is deliver it from Valinor back to me. That is, with the seer at your side, Ulrich.
You seem to think that will be easy. It's not likely they know the truth of Valinor. I can bring the seer, but they'll just decline.
Present yourself as a mercenary, not a rebel. Tell them a meeting of importance is happening in Mazio. We want their ability to help with some... important decisions.
Dishonesty. Great way to start a partnership.
It worked for us, don't you remember? Look at how invaluable you've become.
Ulrich laughed and turned to look at the dark depths of the tunnels. At the moment, everything ahead seems bleak and uncertain. Having an ally cast light on that future would be a tremendous boon.
So this is it, isn't it? With the seer at our side, they can direct us. We can secure the victory that you witnessed.
I almost don't believe it, but it's true. Though I have to be honest with you, Ulrich. There's a reason why I'm sending you instead of asking Pro.
And what's that?
He may not be strong enough to face what's coming. It's not just a hunch that Valinor will be attacked. In our victory, I saw its death and destruction.
I see.
So I asked that you protect the seer and his allies at all costs. And when you come across Pro, have him join you as well. I'll make sure to prepare an exquisite welcoming party.
I'll leave first thing in the morning. What did you see exactly?
Nothing you can't fight your way out of, but trust me, it will show them the truth. And when you get back, they'll be ready to fight. But promise me one thing, and one thing only. That along the way the seer touches the blade. If he can wield it, then we have our greatest weapon.
I have to say, the voice actors for these characters, really good. We enter the glade. We enter the grand tree, thankful that it's not ablaze. But something else immediately stands out. It's empty. Crap. Survivors that we hope to see here were nobody to be found.
Empty, huh? Just what the hell is going on here?
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Where are all the villagers? There must be something here.
Something like what?
Ulrich, the Triumvirate is burning down Valinor. They seem to think we're caught up with the rebels. Thinking there's no evidence? That's stupid.
She starts pacing around the grand tree, mumbling. I can tell she's searching for something, but I don't know what. I look at Ulrich, and he shrugs, just as uncertain as me.
Look, maybe Milas knew we'd come here. He must have left something behind for us, right? There's no survivors here, so... back to evidence now.
Why'd you get so quiet there? You were speaking just fine, but then you started going down to really quietness, and I can barely hear you. Ulrich sighs and starts looking around as well. Whatever it is that Velisa wants to find, hopefully it's here.
None of this is helping, Velesa. It's a tree. Nothing more, nothing less.
No, there has to be something here. Come on, Seer. Give us a hand.
Exploration tutorial. Click this icon at any time to see this tutorial once more. Ah, okay. You can freely move the cursor around the screen. Well, I'm not locked like a ball and chain that they're gonna just make it go. Oh, there it goes. It will change to a bubble when hovering over the interactive object. Clicking when the icon changes, and when it's changed, will interact with the selected object. You can initiate a conversation with present comrades by clicking their icon. Note that not every map has a comrade, while others have multiple. Some maps will display how many books are hidden and how many you found. So you're going to give us a heads up saying that there are things to be found and not can you find it. Because even though it's nice for collectors to go, scavenger hunt, alright, we have a list, we got to find these things on a list. We got to find bubblegum, we got to find hair bow, we got to find a mushroom. If it's hidden, let it be something for true seekers to find. Then people will feel rewarded for actually looking. I agree with that terminology. When present, this icon will leave to the current world map. Clicking this icon will open the save game menu. Okay. It is optional, but highly recommended that you talk to your comrades. Alright. We'll do that next time. Well, we kind of messed up there. So I'm going to save in this one, and then probably choose the other one later on. Page 1. Empty, empty, empty. Got it. So we have quite a few save slots, and this is going to be ours. I'm going to progress ours along the slots, and if there's any turning point that I want to go back and see, I'll go check it out. But for now, thank you guys for stopping by. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.